Leveraging other people's groups. I nearly wasn't going to actually record this training because for me personally, I've never really liked it. I've never really seen the value in it as much as what other coaches have coached me over the time. And yeah, I mean, I'm going to leave this in for you in the portal, and it's up to you if you want to do it. So, what do I mean by leveraging someone else's Facebook group so you can actually bring clients or new members into your Facebook group? So, I would suggest to go off and find groups in your niche. So, I thought I left things on a less crowded desktop browser. Find groups that you will expect your ideal client, your niche, to be hanging around in. Now, I would suggest at least 10. Why? Because not all groups will be that effective. So let's just say you wanted to look into, I don't know, actually I've got many of these, the Akashic Records. Let's say you feel your clients will be browsing around in the Akashic Records. Now, it could be that they are lost in life. It could be that they are wanting to possibly use the records for business. It could mean that you have people in there wanting to become an Akashic record reader. Whatever it is, because I'm actually in association with some of these groups anyway. Some of them are amazing and others not quite. You need to try and spend some time looking into groups and seeing which groups have a number of posts every day. At least 3 posts, I would say, per day in a group, because that would be the admin posting plus also interaction of others in the group. You don't want to go for a group that doesn't have many posts, and you don't want to have a group that doesn't only post like once a week. You need to have a group that's lively, that's engaging, and has people in it that obviously post as well as the admin. So I would also suggest a very heavy, high number when it comes to the amount of members they have as well. There's no hard and fast rule, but obviously these are very high. But when you actually do your research, you don't want to be entering into a spam fest type group. And unfortunately, they are out there as well in Facebook. So I would recommend going for about 10. And what you can do is actually offer a story post. So what do I mean by story post? If I take you through to my profile. Types of posts we'll be discussing in step 7, the predictable content strategy. But just for now, for training purposes, if I was to show you Shanghai, I think that was my last story post. Oh, I probably can't find it now because I'm recording. If you go to step 7, you'll then see what story posts are, but you can basically go into a group and create a story post and post it into someone else's group, and then when they have when your post gets loads of interaction, you can add the friends who have engaged in your post and actually become friends with them as well. And that's a great way to increase the friends on your profile page, and also to invite people into your group. So if I was to show you here a little insight, I've got actually all these groups that I'm associated with. I had to have a massive spring clean recently because I've changed my niche from health, fitness and wellness to more so spiritual healers, therapists, light workers. So I've actually been through, and also just my own general interest as well. So I love yoga, sleep paralysis, I'm into astral travelling. But yeah, just try and find about 10 groups that you feel your client is in, hangs around in, and try over time to become an authority in their group. But you need to be the best guest in the group. So obviously you need to go in slowly. This is a very long-term type strategy. You can't do it all in a day, obviously. Just slowly start adding a few comments and you know, add in some value when people are asking questions, and once a week drop your post and see what reaction you get. So let me just go into the Akashic Records and I'll show you, should anyone have done what I've just been talking about. I mean, there are posts in here, but not so much. Well, I mean, I don't know. You can obviously use your intuition on this. See if you get a good feel for this particular group if you were to look into this. There's not so many questions here. It's more about people posting. Okay, let's go back. Let's just try another group. I would say at least 500 members. You tend to find the smaller the group, the more interaction there is. So it doesn't mean to say if you just got a few hundred in a group, doesn't mean to say it's not lively in there. But again, you just need to do your research. Again, I'm getting the impression it's a bit spammy in this one. Oh, question. I help to... okay. Just because I'm recording, I can't actually find you an example. Okay, so no one's actually posting anything there of sort of, you know, like a story post. Because when you actually know what I'm talking about, you'll see them everywhere in the groups that you hang in. Dr. Linda Howe. I really enjoy this lady and her work with her Akashic readings. I have her book, as well as also an amazing client I work with at the moment. She does an amazing service as well when it comes to the Akashic Records. So this would be a great, I think, place to be when it comes to adding value. I know this is her group, it's Linda's group, but if you were just to come in, be the best guest and show your face, I recommend diving into your groups like every day, you know, for a quick 20 minutes over the 10, and you should over time start to see that rapport. It's not my favourite part of my business, so I don't tend to do it that often, if I'm fair. I don't really like it, I find it quite icky. And again, I wasn't too sure whether to record this training, but it's up to you. I'm just showing you what can work. Most people, actually, if I'm honest, when it comes to my side of work, they use this as their whole bread and butter strategy in their business. They don't do any ads, and they will just hang out in groups all day, every day, and just live in Messenger and just drum up business that way. And that's great. I mean, it works. It really does. It's just whether you resonate with that strategy. But there are some amazing groups. I mean, look, I've actually spring cleaned my groups, and I'm still like, what, 35, 40 here that I still love to pop in here and there. And I think it's also a great way just to stay in touch with your market. Like, what are your niche talking about? What are they doing? What are they posting? And then you can start really relating your content to what they're actually wanting. So it's not a bad thing. I wouldn't suggest you're wasting your time at all. But if you were to maybe offer a value post or a story post, you post it in a group and you get the traction, i.e. the likes or the comments, or even people reaching out saying, hey, I would love to know more about your services, then great. Obviously you've got a chance there for a booking, or a chance there to befriend someone, or a chance just to at least invite them into your Facebook group, and I'll do a video on that as well coming up. But yeah, that's about it in this video. Let me know how you get on in your experience of being the best guest in someone else's Facebook group. Alright then, cheers now, bye.